EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on. On second down, Johnson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now Murray off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's got some space here. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. It's a gain of 3, and it sets them up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. From the 44, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of... After an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a run.
For the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They fake the handoff, now Murray. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the 3rd player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. They also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that based out of a shotgun with a running quarterback. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun, Johnson. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. They run. It's Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Zero. Switch.
To throw again. Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
35 to Mike. Nice, sweetheart. 40 got.
Hey, seam 6.
35. Watch a slant.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Brandon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this time, Murray to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devon Kennard able to drop him for a loss of a couple. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second down. Murray sets to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now is Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Murray going to throw. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards on the play. First down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah.
And that's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A gain of 32 that time. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season, the future bright. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Monday. Check three. Check safety. Check. Sponge. Easy, alert. Hey, switch gears. Tight dog. SOS. He's coming. 59.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Amendola's got it. Complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Throwing again is Stafford. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey. Shit.
Now it's Stafford. Flushed out right. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
You got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Set. Hey, Lobo. Let's go, heavy. Tell me what you got.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, let's get check. Fresno.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Joker, 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 joker.
On first and 10, Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch the twist. Check 52.
Throwing again. Stafford. Past the 20. Amendola catching it left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Here's Stafford. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6 at the 10-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
10, 10. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
They'll run with McKissick. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
58's the money. 58's the money. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 31, check 31.
They snap it to Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal. Stafford, and he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
Stay 50, stay 50.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. After the touchdown out.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready,
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Single.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. To throw is Murray. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st down at Stanford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. 1st down. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They're going for it. It's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Now a desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Brandon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.